Yesterday, if you don't know, we had this famous incident with DK Metcalf and a Detroit Lions fan. Now, if you don't know, it was a situation where DK Metcalf basically swung on a fan. Now, it looked crazy, not gonna lie. Matter of fact, we're gonna put it on the green screen behind us. It looked crazy. This is DK Metcalf right here, the player. Then he walked up to the fan, and the fan has on some type of blue wig, and Metcalf, they exchanged some words, and Metcalf just kind of casually looked up and swung at him. He missed him, but if he would have connected, wow. But nonetheless, for a fan, it's so much to break down with this. One, DK, what are you doing walking over there to the sideline, to the stands where the fans are? We all want to know what this fan said or did to get your attention on the sideline, to get you to walk over there in the middle of a game. What did they say or do? We all want to know this. Secondly, let's say whatever they said or did, it caused you to get their attention and go over there. Why, with 1,000 cameras around, would you swing on them, fam? Why swing them? Now, I don't want to advocate for the fan at all, because there's two different sides to this story. Some people are, well, not some people, the fan themselves is saying that they called DK Metcalf by his real name, and then he swung on him. Now, just because you call somebody Donkey Kong does not give them a reason to swing on you. So I don't know if he really called him by his actual government name. But somebody calling you Donkey Kong or whatever DK stands for, that's no excuse, for one. And I don't believe that. Now, of course, on the other side of the coin, DK Metcalf himself, a black NFL player, he said something about his mom, and he called him a racial term you don't call black men. Matter of fact, let me get the exact quote. Let me get the exact quote for you, as a matter of fact. We want to be as accurate. Coming from NBCSports.com, the confrontation between Steelers receiver DK Metcalf and Lions fan during Sunday's game was apparently not the first interaction between the two individuals. Per NFL Media's Tom Pelissero, Metcalf previously reported the same fan to Seahawks security last season while playing for the club. Pelissero adds that a source close to Metcalf said the fan, who identified himself to the Detroit Free Press as Ryan Kennedy, called Metcalf's mother a derogatory word, then called Metcalf, quote, something we both know you don't call a black man, end quote. The fan, however, claims Metcalf was upset about being called his legal name instead of the common nickname DK. Metcalf was able to play the rest of Sunday's win over Detroit, though he ducked reporters after the contest in the locker room. Head coach Mike Tomlin also declined to comment on the situation. The league is reviewing the incident and reportedly handed down discipline today, on Monday, December 22nd, which they are saying is a 2-game suspension. DK Metcalf suspended for 2 games as a result of this incident. Here's the thing. He could have been suspended for way more. Let's be honest. You're a player swinging on a fan. If the rumor holds true about they had the same, or they had an altercation in previous season or before, and now we're doing this again, there's some history there. There might be some merit to what he's saying. Also to state, I think that's why the NFL didn't go too hard on his punishment. Just to put that out there. Because he could have got suspended for the rest of the season. 2 games, I think that only leaves about maybe 1 or 2 games left for him to play in the regular season. Okay, cool. But with that being said, I think the NFL did their due diligence and said, yeah, you might be right. So we want to know, what is the punishment for the fan? The fan is walking around, Ryan Kennedy from the Metro Detroit area, saying, hey, I just called him by his real government name and he just swung on me. Now, if you saw the actual video, after DK swung, the fan was holding his woo on some fan out white boy stuff. So it makes me feel like you antagonized him to do something that you wanted him to do in the end, which is swing on you. So I don't want to pick sides. We don't know who's telling the truth. At the end of the day, as a black person or a black man, it's easy to say, yeah, somebody called me the N-word. And then, yes, to get anybody on your side, you can say, yeah, he talked about my mom and called her a derogatory term. Yes, this will get people to sympathize for you. Still a bad look, DK, for you to swing on a fan from the stands in the middle of a game. It's not like the game was over. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call to the show, 313-460.